Test, test. 1, 2, 3, test. Hope I'm coming through nice and clear and everyone can hear me okay. So I'll just chill for a sec. We'll wait for more people to turn up. I'll chuck on a bit intermission music just while we wait. We'll get some bits and pieces together just while we wait for everybody to turn up. Hopefully someone turns up. It was a little bit slow last week, but that's all good. Hey, doublequill. So thanks for dropping in. So just got a bit of chill out music just while we wait for more people to turn up. I'm actually just reading your blog right now at the moment. I just finished it. Really, really good read. So I can relate as well. I missed out on the green goblin drop myself, but I was the same before I started getting into comic books. I care more about the characters now. I'm at the point now where I can recognize comic book covers myself, like Scotty Young's, Peach Momoko's, Alex Ross, Lopez, a few other bits and pieces. Hey, Sven's in the house. Yeah, thanks for dropping in, mate. Just dropping a bit of a chill out music just while we wait for a few more people to turn up. Also, if you guys are able to, you want to come up and say hi, come and be a speaker, by all means, please do so. Also, I have to apologize as well, doublequill. So sorry for just spamming your chat. So I did notice you left the VeVe Collective's chat that I just put together. I do apologize for that. We got bombarded with notifications, but I think there is a way we can sort it out. So if you ever do want to come back, please come back and we'll try and sort it out. Oh, I'll turn this off now. We've got a few people coming in. Here we go. Let's approve Sven. Get Sven up here. Hey, Notorious. Thanks for dropping in, mate. How are we, Sven?
Awesome.
How's things, mate?
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's good. Still almost making myself ready for France. So yeah, everything's going great.
Nice. Yeah, that's rapidly approaching. It was like two weeks away.
2 weeks away, but I didn't book a hotel yet, so
really?
I have to look into that. I will go with my brothers, but don't know how I get there. Probably by car, but the night and the hotel I didn't book yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, hopefully you get something at a reasonably priced and close to the venue. Maybe try like an Air.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Maybe like an Airbnb or something like
that. I did notice the people from the Gold and Silver logo group, the German people, will go to the Ibis Hotel, and I don't know where it is. I think it's in Auxerre.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Hope you can get yourself get a room somewhere there. Yeah, we've got a few more people rolling in now. We got Josh, Collectors Gone Digital. Thanks for dropping in. Friday Lab, it's always a pleasure, mate. All right, well, I guess we've got a few more people in the house, so let's kick this episode off with a bit of a trusty intro and music. All right, okay, everybody. Osman Collect 63 here again. We're back again with another episode of VeVe Weekends. This is episode 18, so it's our Sunday show. So it's the end of the week, guys. So we're just chilling. So just having a good time. So enjoying the digital collecting space. And yeah, I want to say thanks for dropping in, guys. I see Sven. I see Notorious. Collectors Gone Digital. Fried Labbits. doublequill. Thanks for dropping in. And yeah, guys, how are we all? How is everybody? How's everyone's weekend been? Well, you Sven, how's your weekend been so far? Besides the dramas of getting somewhere for France.
Yeah, getting ready. But I'm gonna rejoin the group because my phone is lagging a bit. It's going very fast, the sound. So I'm gonna get out and then get in again.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
All right. Hey, I see Richard in the house. Richard, how are you, mate? Thanks for dropping in. And yeah, guys, like I said before, if anyone wants to come up and say hi and speak, you're more welcome to do so. And I heavily encourage it. I always like getting different voices in the space. Speaking of different voices, Josh, how are you, mate?
Because I just tried doing the same thing, but your audio it's like 2 times.
Not that again. Hang on. That. Is that any better?
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Yeah, no, that's good. No, thanks for letting me know. So if I know about it, I can do something about it. Like my audio sometimes does that, where it just goes like it was going like all robotic and titty.
Oh, I see. I thought it might have been the streaming platform or whatever you're on. StreamYard.
No, I think it's my microphone because I like when I do these spaces, I do them through BlueStacks on my laptop, so it's not actually StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes it goes a little bit screwy, but like I said, so as long as someone tells me, I can do something about it because I think I worked it out.
Yeah, no, you're good now. Speaking of audio, how's mine? Because I'm in a new apartment right now, and it's all echoey because I don't have really anything in the room yet.
No, it sounds good. That was actually going to be one of my next questions. Is like, how's the move going?
Not too difficult. It's actually the same building then. Just a larger unit higher up, so it's a little bit more space. So it's not like I got to toss stuff into a car and drive across the city or anything like that, which is convenient. So.
Oh, okay, well, that's handy.
Yeah. But yeah, no, everything's been smooth. Looking forward to this new setup. I was just putting up all the foam panel walls on or the foam panels on the wall.
Oh, cool.
If you know what I'm talking about for the audio.
Yeah. You're like the sort of like the dampening, like muffly type stuff they have like in audio rooms.
Yeah. But other
cool.
than that, nothing too eventful. What about you guys?
For me, nothing overly great. I mean, like I've been absolutely slammed at work the last couple of weeks, so I've been basically nearly working like 7 days a week for the last 2 weeks. But it's all good now, coming to the end of it. So just get to relax a bit now. So I spent today with the family, took the kids to soft play. So I did some shopping with my son, and yeah, just had a bit of family time.
Very nice. Well, shopping with the son and spending time with the family is, I definitely take that over all the eventful stuff that's happened in the community this past week. So,
yeah, it seems like there's been a bit going on. I mean, like I said, I haven't because I've been busy with work. I haven't really had sort of much time to catch up on. I've only seen bits and pieces of it. So what's been happening in the community, Josh? What have you seen?
To be honest, I don't even know if I can give you a full answer. I don't even fully know. I remember waking up one morning and one thing's fine, and the next morning everybody's kind of going after the team. I guess it was all related to this whole Bitcoin ETF getting approved, and then it got approved, and pretty much within 24 hours, everybody's like, "Oh my God, what are you guys doing with Omi? Like, why aren't you guys like, I guess, doing XYZ or whatever?" But
that's it. Well, they're starting to panic because, like, apparently the so-called big guns are in now. Like, like that's it. It's game on. Bitcoin's going. Like, Omi should be following behind it. That sort of thing.
All the usual stuff in the community at this point.
Yeah.
All the talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was something else I was just going to bring up, but I lost it. It's on the tip of my tongue here.
That's all good, mate. All good. I'm sure we'll come back to you in a sec. So, where are you, Sven? Are you back with us now, mate?
Yes, much better sound now. I think it was not my phone's fault. I think it was your phone.
It was all me. I did it. Ha I was literally just reading the comments here. Like Quill was actually saying, "Oz, you sound like Mighty Mouse."
Very Mighty Mouse on speed.
That's it. I could do Mighty Mouse. So,
yeah.
So, hello, everybody.
I did hear some drama too this week about Randy. Randy got punched a lot.
Yeah,
I hear.
I saw something like that on the spaces as well. Like apparently everyone's going after Randy. I was just trying to work out why.
It was all related. It was all related to the stuff I was just talking about because everybody's like, oh my God, the team isn't doing anything with the token. So Randy invested all this money and he's pretty much taken a big L and all this. So the community just went after.
Yeah, I saw Randy's post about him posting his basically his story and his journey about how he got from where he is to now. I'm just like, well, okay. I mean, that's one bloke's sort of story about how he made the decisions and did what he did. I mean, but that's all entirely him. What's that got to do with anything else?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
I couldn't agree more.
I mean, from what I was reading, I mean, he did some pretty some ballsy stuff. I mean, like stuff that I probably wouldn't do, but obviously he had conviction, he had vision, and he went for it. So I mean, I can't blame him for that. If anything, I should be applauding him.
Yeah, and you do see like the odd post on Twitter now trying to support him and stuff like that, which is nice. So
yeah. So if anything, I found it a little bit more confusing than anything, but that's just me.
It's just our community is crazy. To be honest, man, and I'm not trying to insult anyone specifically here or anyone at all, but this community kind of sometimes feels like being back in high school.
Oh yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
I see. I mean, but my first thought about that actually comes to one of DoubleQuill's blogs about the cafeteria, basically, about how everyone's got those so-called little subsections of VeVe. We've got the cool kids, the top of the chain. Then you got the emo kids that hang in the back and do their own thing. So
all the different.
That's it. Yeah, I see a lot of thumbs ups and 100% from DoubleQuill. That's what I'm talking about. Actually, before I forget about it, I should do a big quick shout out to DoubleQuill, because DoubleQuill has just released a new Adventures in VeVe number 39, which is basically all about comic books and reigniting the love of comic books and getting to know more about the artists behind the actual comic books instead of just characters and that. So that's available now on the X Spaces, and I highly encourage you to give it a read, because it's always entertaining, and definitely want to show as much support as we can, because again, another amazing writer in the community. And yeah, and also I should also give another big shout out to you as well, Josh, Collectors Gone Digital. You always dropping amazing content on your channel. So for anybody who's not familiar with it, please go and give them a like, comment, subscribe over on the YouTube.
I don't ever do this, but can everybody please vote on the poll for Almonex as well for the clothing design?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got the clothing design. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, the finalists. They chose 3 finals, and they're just having their community vote which one they want.
Oh, so there you go. So we can find that over on the spaces over on X.
Yeah, just click on their page. I think it's their second post or something like that. It's one of their top ones.
Okay, cool. Well, there you go. Well, check it out, and there you go. Give Josh a bit of support. Yeah, right. So what else has been happening in the spaces? So we've just had the latest VeVe drops. So we just had Betty Boop. So anybody go for Betty Boop?
I did join the wait list for Betty Boop, but I didn't buy it.
You didn't go for it.
No. It didn't give me the vibes to go for it. I did join the wait list, but didn't buy it. No. I went for one in aftermarket. I did buy the black and white ballerina because it was black and white.
Very cool. Well, it seems like that might have been the correct move, unless you were trying to go for that really rare secret rare or a particular mint, because I'm just looking on the web app now, and yeah, it's still hasn't sold out.
Yeah, it's surprising how low it is in the market. Oh, actually, I didn't actually know it didn't sell out.
No, well, apparently, according to the search results, there is still of the uncommon. There's still 363 of them left in the market. There's still 312 of the rare left. Ultra rare, there's 224, and secret rare, there is 116 left in the market. Oh, sorry. In the store. Sorry. And right now, I should tell you what. Let's do a little bit of market watch. Let's kick it off with some market watch. So,
I did buy the uncommon for 6.66 gems. So I think I did a very genius.
Yeah, not bad. Well,
what is the price
right now? The Betty Boop Classic, which is our uncommon, is going for 6 gems and 49 frags on the floor. So you didn't do too bad. So not too far off.
I was
cheaper than a comic.
I know.
Wow.
I was quite shocked at that one as well. It's like, wow, that's like really low.
I did FOMO in too fast, probably.
Okay, but wait, ladies and gentlemen, it gets better. So we have the Betty Boop Flamenco, which is our rare, which I actually really like. This one's really cool. The right now is going for 9 gems and 66 frags on the floor.
So you could buy the uncommon and rare for the price of for the store price.
Basically, yeah.
And the ultra rare.
The ultra rare, which is our Betty Boop Rock and Roll Girl, very very cool. Kind of looks like the stamp that we've got with the woman on the front, is going for 14 gems and 50 frags. So not too far below box price. And I think the only one that's going to be above water right now will be our secret rare, which currently is going for which is the Betty Boop Country. Very Dolly Parton looking figure here is our secret rare, and that is going for 66 gems and 66 frags on the floor.
And that's not a bad.
So not
price.
not bad. So 20.
But I would take the gamble then.
Yeah. So really, realistically, if you're going to try and get one in the store, you're only gambling for that secret rare.
I think they missed the ball there with the amount of items. I think they would rather make like the secret rare is how much editions? 555.
That's right.
So maybe they would do like secret rare 333 and then the other one and the lesser of 444, 555, 666 like that. That would be a better amount, I think, for the 4 varieties.
No, well, there's actually less of that in the secret rare because it's 555, but then they also withhold 90 editions of each rarity. So minus 90, so that actually makes it 465.
465, yeah. But like I would love them to make the secret rare much more scarcer, like 333, and then the ultra rare a bit 444, and then the rare 555, and then the uncommon 666 items editions.
Okay.
I think that would be better. I think that would be better, but you never know with this market.
No, that's it. It always seems to be like, there always seems the way, doesn't it? Like, like no matter what you go for, it always seems to just go below box price in the market. It's just the way we are at the moment.
Yes, but yeah, it would be better that it rather just stayed at the same price or retail the price for where you buy that. But we cannot find that equilibrium in there.
Yeah. What about you, Josh? You got any thoughts on the Betty Boop drop? Did you go for it at all?
Sorry, say again. Sorry, I'm in the middle of just closing my windows. We just had big snowfall.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I see. Up your way, there's a lot of snow going on at the moment. I see a lot of photos from like Casual and a few other members of the community up in Canada saying there's been a lot of snow your way.
Yeah, I'm looking out the window to the right, pitch black to the left, bright as day.
Oh wow.
But sorry, what was the question?
We were just talking about the Betty Boop drop. I was saying
oh yeah, no, I didn't go for it or anything, but no. If I'm honest, I'm holding off on pretty much all drops right now, just because of the overall sentiment with VeVe until that kind of around. Then I'm just going to be picking up everything in the market. But I think it's a really cool character. I'm really surprised to see how it's performing in the secondary, but it kind of makes sense because I didn't know that it didn't sell out. So
yeah, well, like we were just saying, like even the uncommons going like way below box price, like 6 gems. I mean, like that's just like laughable.
Yeah, below a comic price is crazy for that character.
Yeah, and considering but Betty Boop is like actually like a really popular character and pretty well known as well. I mean, like maybe not to like the newer generation, but like definitely to like people who have been around a while know who Betty Boop is. I mean, I'm familiar with Betty Boop more like from the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but Others like are more familiar like with the cartoon and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think they better dropped it in black and white, just black and white and the old school style would be better. I think.
Yeah,
to start.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
They seem to be doing that though. That's a consistent pattern where they're dropping characters in like their most modern iterations. Because they did that with Astro Boy as well.
That's true. That's true.
And there's another one, but I can't think of it. Yeah, they're not other than like characters like Steamboat Willie, their original format's not really being dropped.
Maybe like what's it like Tarzan? Was Tarzan original?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. Original call and everything too.
Okay, cool. I want to say a quick shout out to everybody listening there in the audience. So I see a lot of familiar faces returning. So I see Miss Gecko. Say thanks for dropping in. We've got Casual, Mahalo, Doobs. Say Nos. Say glad you called yours. Jordio, Digital Original. Say I haven't seen you before, but thanks for dropping in. Benny Lee. So I know you've been here before. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Always a pleasure to have you guys here. And I hope you're enjoying the conversation. And like I always say, if you ever want to come up and say hi and contribute, so you're more than welcome to, as long as you're kind of respectful. It's all good. That's what the space is all about.
Here's a question for you.
Oh, yeah, mate. Go on.
I keep seeing all these posts in the Discord of the Echo from Marvel.
Yes. Yep.
And I saw that you watched it. What are your thoughts?
I haven't actually watched the full thing. I've only just started on it, but I watched the first episode. And it's off to a strong start. I mean, I think it's really good. I mean, like, I don't want. Ooh, I just heard neck. Why am I echoing? Oh, there you go. That was a bit weird. I just echoed. So, can everyone still hear me all right?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. I was just getting some weird feedbacky echo coming from somewhere. Anyway, like I was saying, I've only seen the first episode, but yeah, it's definitely off to a strong start. It was really cool seeing Daredevil make a little cameo appearance at in the first episode. So that was really cool. Like back in more towards how he was in Daredevil on the Netflix series and how he was in She-Hulk, which was very, very good to see.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely. I mean, like I've read before.
I hear it.
Yeah, go on.
I hear it's very gory. Like it's very. Some people have been a little like they can't watch it. They're a little tough on their stomach. I think it's me.
Yeah, there's definitely some feedback coming from somewhere. Yeah, I read that too, but I don't think I'm that far into it. I mean, it is quite short. I think it's a 5-part miniseries. And I think they go roughly about 35, 40 minutes. But yeah, I heard that too. Apparently it gets quite violent towards the getting more into it. But has any
that's why doublequill putting the thumbs up. I think she was one of the people saying
is that Quill? Yeah. I mean, I saw that in the in the comments before, like saying like no, Quill is a bit too heavy handed for Quill.
Here's oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know where this is coming from.
It's all good, mate. It's all good.
New place is haunted.
It's the spirits. Say no here.
Hang on.
That's it. So as long as I don't hear you like freaky like voice saying "get out."
I just don't want to annoy the audience. And now I'm losing my train of thought too. Oh. Another movie I just started watching, and I've been waiting for this one to drop for so long in Canada on Netflix. Watch Dogs with Jonah Hill.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think I've seen it, but I know of it.
Watch Dogs. War Dogs, yeah. But they're gun runners, and I love movies based on true stories. I didn't know it was based on a true story, and once I found that out, I just fell in love with it. It's such a good movie. Highly recommend it.
That's right. I think I remember War Dogs. I think I've seen it. Let me just bring it. That's right. Yeah, it was Jonah Hill and Miles Teller.
Yeah, bit of a missed opportunity in my opinion, where they could have had DiCaprio instead of Miles.
Yeah.
right? And then it would have been like another kind of Wolf of Wall Street kind of feel. Not exact same plot, but with them kind of being business partners like they were in that movie.
Yeah. Actually, I remember that part. There's one scene in that movie where they're like driving through the desert, like, and the guy's like, they sort of chatting with the guy in the truck, and he goes, "So is this dangerous? Do you think you could die?" He goes, 50-50. It's like, what do you mean 50-50? It's like 50-50 we could die, or 50-50 we'd be all right. It's like 50-50. He's like, he's got no idea.
And then after they find out that they just drove through the triangle of death, and Jonah's like, "Yeah, we drive through all the triangles."
Yeah, no, I do admit it's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, I do remember it was a really good movie. It was kind of like what's it, Nicolas Cage and like Lords of War. Was it Lords of War?
Yeah, that's another really good movie. Yeah. But yeah.
No, very cool. Go on, Sven.
I did watch the Echo series too. I did watch it. The first and second series, I watched it with my kid, but it's now plus 16. So it's a bit more explicit. There's much more blood. There's much more. It's not that much, but it's more explicit. And I didn't watch the 5th and the 6th episode with my kid. I'm happy I didn't, but I don't think the blood adds something to the story. So don't think it's an add-on or something good that they made it now plus 16. I would love it to be able to see it with my kid, but it's not possible anymore.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about Echo, yeah? The new series just came out.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but like I said, I'm only one episode into it, so I think I'm not quite up to all the blood and gore and horrible stuff yet. But like I've been reading from the reviews, the reviews have all been quite positive. So that's good to see. And so that's definitely on my list of things to finish this week. Like I said, I've recently just finished Monarch: The Legacy of Monsters, which is the one about Godzilla, which I thought was pretty cool because who doesn't like giant dinosaurs and monsters destroying things?
There's the Godzilla versus Kong movie as well. Have you seen that one, the new one?
Yeah, I have. This TV series actually sort of ties in between Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and I think it happens basically in between that and Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
At least from what I can gather, because like little spoiler alert, like if nobody's actually seen it, like in the last episode at the very very end, Kong actually makes a little cameo appearance. So I'm assuming this is like sort of leading into the new I think it's Godzilla and Kong X movie that's coming out in April.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this year, right?
Yeah, this year. So that's exciting to see. But that's definitely worth a watch if anyone likes say Godzilla and monster movies. Actually, speaking of Godzilla, has anyone seen Godzilla -1?
Nope.
No, it is.
No.
It is really good. So if you get a chance to watch it, definitely watch it because it's done in like the old school Japanese style of Godzilla, and it was done like on a really like sort of super low budget, and it's really really good. Like it's all like subtitled and like in Japanese and whatnot. But if you like the old school like Godzilla type movies, it is really really good.
When did that come out? I've never heard of it.
It came out last year.
Oh. That's probably why.
Yeah. It's called Godzilla -1. To be honest, I don't know where the -1 comes from, but that's what they called it.
I'll have to download it.
It's a strange name for a Godzilla movie. -1. I think I own a Godzilla. I think I own a Godzilla on Virtua or something. I did get it free.
Oh yeah, what you going on Terra Virtua when they had the Paramount license?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's still there. Didn't use it, but it's still there.
Oh really? Yeah, I do admit, like I did have a little bit of Terra Virtua back in the day. Like it was actually one of the first NFT projects I was looking at when I first started getting into the space, and I thought they were quite cool. I mean, like they had like the little showroom. They had like all the Top Gun helmets and stuff like that. I thought, okay, this is kind of cool. But then I found
I was gonna say,
but then I found VeVe.
I was gonna say that's a name that I haven't heard in a very long time.
No, I think they've rebranded now, haven't they? They went from Terra Virtua. I think now they're just called Virtua.
I never really followed them, to be honest.
No, I mean, once I found VeVe and this platform, that's just where I sort of got fixed on that, and so basically sold all my Terra Virtua, went and bought some Omi instead.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have a bit of Omi too, Osman?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I got Omi.
You're one of the people that managed to get it with the 10, 20 steps.
Yeah, no, I mean, but when I first bought it, I mean, like, I bought it on Ascendex, and like, I sort of had like transferred it to my wallet, like, because this was before they did the migration from GoChange to Ethereum. So I still had like in my wallet, and I sort of thought, well, I'll take half out and I'll leave half in my wallet, and it's just sort of stayed there ever since. The other half is sitting on a ledger at the moment. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm no like Omi, like, gazillionaire, like the likes of like Randy or Jordan Rizzo or anyone like that. I mean, like I've got like probably like 2 million Omi, so not. I mean, it's all right, but it's not like like colossal or anything like that.
But it's in your Omi wallet, or it's not in your Omi wallet?
No, not all of it is in my Omi wallet. No,
just a bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. Yeah, the rest is all like the rest is all like in a ledger offline.
I think it's a good idea. You just have a small, very small amount in Omi in there, just so you can get the tickets. Probably you get, just for owning a very small amount of Omi, like $1 or $5. You probably get some bronze tickets too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the theory, like, just sort of like, because I had like all the stuff they want to do, like, with the Omi to NFT and like the utilities and stuff coming to it. So I just thought, okay, I'll just leave some in the wallet just in case that any of that comes to fruition. And the other half I can do what I will with it. So it's like buy more, sell it, whatever.
Well, you're also earning points off of it though too, right?
Sorry?
You're also earning points.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool. So what about there in the audience? Does anyone else own some Omi? So see some hands up. Anyone staking their Omi in their wallets to get them bronze tickets?
I'm actually curious because I feel like I would have thought a majority of people on the platform right now, just because our community, our active community is smaller, I would have thought a majority of people have Omi. So Sven, you don't have any at all?
No, I think,
if you don't mind me.
That's what,
oh, he's reconnected.
He's reconnecting. I think he's having some connection issues. So,
okay.
What about you, Josh? Have you got any Omi?
Yeah, I have several million.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to give like an exact number.
No,
but,
that's cool.
I started on the Omi side, and that's what brought me to VeVe. And I've been kind of just DCing, flipping back and forth between the token and the platform.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I find Omi actually quite difficult to buy at the moment because, like, I used to buy it through Ascendex, but now they're sort of making it a little bit more difficult for me to buy on like over here in the UK. I don't know about you, like, because I mean I can buy it through MetaMask and Uniswap and all that sort of stuff, but I don't like paying like the extortion amount for bloody ETH gas fees and stuff like that.
Yeah, the gas fees are a little ridiculous. I still go through the long process. I actually personally like it because it just reminds me how early I am still. But Sergio just posted, I think it was this past week, him buying it in a few steps over on Coinbase. I don't know if that's available for you guys overseas. You can check, but it's the Coinbase wallet. I think you purchase, it's a stable coin, you just convert it over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do actually have a Coinbase account, but I've never actually tried buying it through Coinbase. So
yeah, it's just all that like with the exchanges, all that regulatory crap prevents them from like entering certain regions. So I know like Binance, I could never participate in because it is banned where I'm from. So Coinbase, they might have something similar where you're from. I don't know. But look into it.
Yeah, well, right now I used to buy mine through Ascendex, but I mainly use crypto.com just because it's just convenient for where I am, and I would just upload some money to that, then send it over to Ascendex, buy the Omi, then transfer it over to my Ledger wallet more or less. But for some reason, I'm guessing because of regulatory crackdowns and stuff like that, I can't send it from crypto.com to Ascendex because they say, like, it's outside your travel restrictions or some crap like that. So it's
who's saying that? Is it crypto.com or Ascendex?
No, so I think it's crypto.com.
Oh. Yeah, because I personally, I don't trust Ascendex one bit ever after that whole staking crap happened.
Oh, yeah, that.
Because their communication with that was just so poor. So, did you end up losing any Omi in that situation or no?
No, I didn't. Oh, there you go.
I remember I lost more than I ended up staking or earning from staking.
Yeah.
Because of the gas fees or whatever, but. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just continuing to buy Omi. I mean, right now there's a lot of, BS happening in the community around the token. I'm not really too worried about that, but I think because I know you were asking what happened this past week because you were kind of out of it all, but I think it's shining a light on all the people who are here for strictly, investment reasons versus the people who are actually enjoying collecting on the platform. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but
I know we're talking about the token, so it's a little different than talking about the VeVe side, but
yeah, no, it's cool. Like I said, that's what the space is all about. Like, we do talk about different things. Like, talk about collecting. Sometimes talk about the Omi token. They get a bit all crypto-y. Sorry, just before I say. First of all, I'll just say hi to Richard. How are you, Richard? Thanks for dropping in, mate. And then I've just got a question from Jay Glaycomente 56. I'm just going to answer real quick.
Hey, Oz, do you want to answer that question first? Because I have a question for everyone.
Oh, yeah, I can do it. He's just put it in the comments saying, thoughts on Cryptoys. Will their MP come before it is too late for them? This space moves so fast that they seem to be stuck on pause. Cryptoys. I mean, I enjoy the platform. As for the marketplace, will it come before it's too late? Don't know. So I say ask Will. That's something I can't really answer. I mean, like I do own some Cryptoys. I've had a little bit of a play on the platform. I've done some Cryptoys unboxings, and that's about all I can really say on it. To be honest, I mean, like I'm sure there's other members of the community much more versed in that they could probably answer that than I can. But yeah, so sorry I can't give you a more direct answer, mate. But yeah, like I say, if you ever want to ask, I'm sure like if you reach out to the team or some of the Cryptoys ambassadors, like maybe like the Superstars or Doctor Strange or a few other members of the community, I'm sure they might be able to give you a better answer. So yeah, sorry I can't answer that one, mate. But yeah, Richard, how are you, mate?
Good. Hey, Oz, Josh, and everyone in the audience. I want to talk about the staking because I do have. I think I have around the same amount as you, Oz. And
oh, yeah?
I wanted a pulse on people's expectations with what the prize is going to be within the first year. Maybe, I don't know, do you guys feel like it'll be a huge disappointment if they don't drop something major, like on the scale and level of Marvel for the people that rode with them through the bear market? I mean, that's honestly, that's my expectation, but I just want to know what everyone else feels like. So, like, I don't know if we want to, I don't know. Could we do like a thumbs up?
I think what we just witnessed in the community, and like what we're witnessing right now, it's only going to get worse and worse if they don't produce something.
Because your
saying?
expectations are high then as well, right, Josh?
On the token side, I can't say high because like I don't come from that background, so I don't try to speak too much on the token side because I don't really know too much. You know what I mean?
I'm not talking about price. I'm talking about exclusive perks through the VeVe side, getting like a Grail drop access. Like, let's say if they finally drop Pokemon, hypothetically, but you have your best chance 6 months from now, 9 months from now, because people that staked Omi. That's kind of my question is like, my expectation is we better get something big within this first year, right? I mean, is that what people else? I mean, is that just me?
No, it's not just you. There's a lot of people in the community that want that. I think it's also been discussed in the past where and I don't know if it's related to bronze tickets or if it's the token, so forgive me, but I think they do have some intention of prioritizing people on the wait list for drops.
Mm.
I don't know if anybody wants to weigh in here because I don't want to give like false info, but I think what you're talking about is on the roadmap.
Yeah. Well, I think it's definitely valid. I mean, like a lot of people have been like, have invested a lot like into the Omi token, and like, I'm sure they've like, depends on the reason why, like, you've invested in the first place, or whether it be like, try and like profit or for the MCP points or whatever it is. But I mean, yeah, we definitely need something to like really inject a bit of excitement back into the marketplace. Because like we were saying before, like, with the Betty Boop drop not selling out, and everything in market basically just going below retailers, like people are just yeah, I mean, I don't know, it just doesn't really seem like be much excitement going on at the moment, because we've dropped all the major grails at the moment, like like your Ironmans, your FA Ironmans, your Hulks, X-Men, all that sort of stuff. But because like what's left? I mean, like we've got like FA First Prince Captain America, I think it's on the cards, but of course you've got that controversial cover that goes with it, so the odds of them actually dropping that are not overly great. But yeah, I mean, it's like what's left? It's a good question.
I think it comes down to what you just said though, about how like it comes down to like why you invested to begin with.
Yeah.
Because like Mona's recent interview with David,
oh yeah,
she made a really good point about how the vision of a project, business model of a project, it'll change over time. But the thing is that and David said in that interview that the token at first, it was meant to be a method of transaction on the app, and then they ran into all these roadblocks and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But the way I look at the token right now, and again, I'm not from that side, but the way I look at it right now is there is no business model to really look at. Like we have the OUP, sure, but like it's changed over time, right? So like how serious do you want to take that, right? So I think it's a little bit different on the VeVe side because we have like a tangible product, and we have all the licensors that are already on the platform, and we've seen different iterations of collectibles and different categories introduced, and there's so much more happening on that side. Right now on the token side, if you're still invested in the token, it's because you believe in it. Well, I'd assume it's because you believe in either the project or the team in some way, but there is no model that you can really look at and go, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now. And it's not like they're going to have that, but you have nothing to look at and go, okay, this is where the token's going to be, or where we can expect it to be X number of years down the line.
Yeah, because just out of curiosity, let's have a look here. I'm just over on Coin Market Cap at the moment, just see where is the actual Omi token at the moment. Let's have a look. We're floating around 0.0006021. So we're just hopping around the 6021 range. And yeah, it's just judging from the chart here, it's been looking pretty flat for the last year or so. Had a bit of a peak at one. So yeah. Look, I don't know. I mean, like I said, like, I'm not overly versed in the Omi token itself. I mean, like I do hold some, like, just on the off chance that, like, it does go to the moon. I mean, I know there's others in the space who are a lot more bullish on it than I am. I mean, like me personally, I tend to focus more like on the collectible side of things, because and also because, like, it's causing me less stress to look at a chart going up and down all the time, like it was. I can just look at, like, my favorite comic book characters or something, and get more excited about, like, a comic book coming out or something like that. But yeah, just on the Omi side of things, they definitely need something to sort of inject a bit of enthusiasm back into the market.
But the biggest scare in the community, I don't even think is the potential of the token. I think it's what's already happened. Because I think the scariest thing that's happened so far is that we've witnessed the CEO saying that, hey, we've designed a token for a certain reason, and we weren't able to use it for that reason. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden that they were faced with all those roadblocks, and they had to find some other use case because they already had investors in the token. That's the scariest part. That's what's freaked people out the most, right? And now, because of them still trying to figure out exactly how they're going to implement it all in, there's still things up in the air.
That's it. Yeah, it's still a waiting game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know. We just have to see. I mean, all I can say is really see and hope. I mean, like there does seem to be, like, progress. Like, I mean, like they've got, like I said, like they've got the bronze tickets coming out, the MCP points, all that sort of stuff. Like, so there actually does seem to be a bit of use of the Omi token starting to trickle in. But yeah, it's definitely not happening as fast as everyone wants.
My biggest thing is I think they need somebody right now managing that account better on Twitter and trying to nip some of this stuff in the butt, because there's just too many people talking and not enough
Not much action.
Not enough like maintenance, you know?
Yeah. Well, how do we feel about is it Foster being in charge of it all now?
I'll let Richard speak first.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go on, Richard.
I think he's very smart from a and he's well spoken most of the time. I think though he has sometimes a little tone of, I don't know, sassiness. So I'm not quite sure. He can clean that up a little bit, but I think he's a good pick. I just don't like sometimes he gets a little snipey.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, me personally, I haven't really heard much of Foster. I mean, I know who he is, but I mean, I haven't heard much of his talks and spaces and stuff like that. So I don't really know much about the bloke, to be honest.
Super smart.
Yeah, he's a really well-rounded guy. I think he just needs a little bit of training on the vocabulary side of things, because his vocabulary is he's almost too well spoken, and he's using just words that are a little bit too complex for a global audience. And I don't know if he feels that way, but he's just a little hard to follow sometimes. And keep in mind, I live 6 hours from this guy, so it's not like he's using like Canadian slang or anything like that. Like he's, I even I'm having trouble kind of. I say even I, like me, but no, I speak English. No, I think he's well-rounded, well-spoken, but I think VeVe needs like executive trainers. I think that's what they need, because I think they need to be able to pick up on this stuff before it happens. Like they need a filter in the background. Like any post that goes out beforehand, anybody that speaks on stage before Discord, every bit of information needs to go through this person or this department that filters it before it's seen by the public. And then that way it's simplified, but then they also have like a consistent message. Because like right now, like, and this is me just being straightforward, but like Foster is not simplistic at all. And there's times where he's asked yes or no questions where he can simply just say yes or no, and he gives like the roundabout like 2 or 3 times before he stops speaking. And again, I got respect for this. You got to pick up on this stuff.
Okay.
I think I saw that video that you made, Josh. I didn't think about that before, but I think that makes sense. I would agree with that.
Yeah, interesting. So, also, if there's anyone else listening out there in the audience who wants to come up and say a few words or has something they want to chime in on the conversation, please feel free to do so. Like I always say, it's a safe space, and like I always welcome anyone up to the stage who has something to say or just wants to say hi or anything like that. So, like I said, we try and get more voices on the topic is always a good thing. So it makes for a very interesting discussion. But if you want to just chill and listen in the background too, that's also okay. Okay. So yeah. So go.
Where did Sven go? Did he say bye or did I miss something?
I don't know. He just sort of just a sec out. I think maybe he's having connection issues.
Oh, that's right.
Rejoin. He's tried rejoining a couple of times, but I think he's not having much luck. Maybe we'll get him back again in a minute. Oh, hello.
Belgian Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi. And we got MichaelCampa in the house. Michael, how are you, mate? Thanks for dropping in. Oh, hang on, he's coming.
Hi, sorry. Hi everybody.
Hey, Michael.
Is the quality of my audio any good? Because I'm driving now and I don't know how that comes through.
No, mate, we can hear you. So there's a lot of.
Oh yeah, it's not. Dang it. pretty loud here. Yeah, I'm driving, but I don't know if the noise of the car is coming through. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Hi. So I
How's it going?
just joined. I'm doing good, driving from one job to go home now. I just joined, so I don't know what was the conversation before that about, like something happened, like maybe posted something or.
Oh, we.
Sorry, say that again. VeVe posted what?
Did VeVe post something?
Yeah, I was just curious. I just joined the conversation, and you guys were talking about VeVe's communication or something.
Oh yeah,
We were just talking about like their overall communication, like, so, you know, there's a lot of the talk in the community right now around the token and all the stuff happening over on X, Twitter, or whatever you want to call it. But the company account isn't really that active, other than just posting the drop info. But I was just saying that right now they're kind of quiet, and I mean, typically that means their heads are down and they're working, but you know, right now I feel like there's some points where they could be putting out some fires.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree with that too. And because most of the people that come when are working for VeVe come from the community, there is some history between like users and those people, and that carries into the new function, unfortunately. So like a brand new person that his function. I don't know if you guys saw the movie Blackberry or something, and when they went out and hired like a guy in the middle of the world that just screams at the employees just to get their work done and tells them what to do. It's a very mechanical type of mind. It's like, this is what we need to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like they need someone like that, someone that is just focused on the business in that aspect of it, without all the baggage that comes from coming from the community and all that. That's my opinion on that.
Yeah. I have actually seen that movie Blackberry, and I know exactly what you're talking about. That scene where the guy comes in the office and just like shouts at everybody, just basically says, "Stop screwing around and let's make this product and let's make some money." It's just like, I literally laughed my ass off in that whole movie just about.
Yeah, that's the way that I see it anyway. I feel like they need that.
But yeah, no, I highly encourage anybody who hasn't seen it, go and watch Blackberry, which is the story of how the BlackBerry phone basically, and
then straight back to the bottom. Oh, there's a feedback again. Yeah, you know what it is.
You know what it is, I think.
Yeah,
go on. We're experiencing technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
Technology in 2024.
That's it. Skynet. It's Elon. He's trying to rug us.
If only Back to the Future was a reality.
Oh no, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Well, it could be. I mean, like I said, like we've got all these companies saying what they're gonna try and get Ready Player One going.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that happened this week. What do you think about that? Did you see the advert for that new Metaverse? I forget what it's called. ReadyVerse, I think.
No, I haven't. I did hear something about it though.
Yeah, check it out. They have the promo video looked pretty cool, but I guess their whole idea is Ready Player One, hence the name, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know if they've provided a list of the IP that's going to be there, but they say that it's like top IP that they've signed. So yeah, there's been a lot of talk about it, and I saw some people in the VeVe community interested. So keeping an eye on that for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very cool. So another cool thing I saw as well is that Metaverse Life is going to be dropping the next VeVe 500. Also with the looks like he's going to be using like Unreal Engine.
Okay, I have some. Go ahead, Michael.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I really enjoy it. For the first one he dropped, and every video that he puts out is incredible. I actually have seen personally what he can build in the VeVeverse. That guy is amazing. That guy's a beast when it comes to creating content and media and stuff like that.
Oh mate, like his ability is just like next level. It's insane, and also the bloke himself is like really really cool. So I actually had the pleasure of hanging out with him while he was in London, and yeah, really cool guy. So really easy to get along with. And yeah, his creative abilities is just like next level. Like that VeVe 500 he pulled together. I was like watching that whole thing, just scratching, go like my head just going, how has he done this? But yeah, but I'm very, very, very eager to see where the next leg of the VeVe 500 goes. Yeah, because like that little promo video, like with the Unreal Engine, just looks amazing.
Do you think it's gonna be like taken from the VeVeverse, some of it? Because that would be awesome if there was at least.
Oh, I hope so. I really hope so.
Too.
Like, oh, I mean, actually, how would this be? Like, this is the way, like, they introduce the next leg of the VeVeverse to everybody.
That would bring.
Okay, so here's my speculation. I think that already happened in the first one. I think that space scene, I think that was the VeVeverse.
You reckon?
Ooh. I think that was just a skybox. I think that, and then the track pieces, I think that might have been, that, again, don't know for sure, but yeah, that's just what
Which one are you talking about?
So in the first part, they go like onto like the Rainbow Road, and they're like in space.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what you reckon that space scene was part of the VeVeverse?
Do you know what part I'm talking about? Or am I going
No, I don't. When did this come out?
This is part of the VeVe 500.
The old,
the first one.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Where they did like the whole loop-de-loop and all that. So yeah.
Oh, we'll have to go back and rewatch it because it has been a while now. But yeah, like go check it out. And apparently that's the speculation. That's the theory that maybe possibly that came from the VeVeverse. Could have been, maybe not. Guess we'll have to find out. But yeah, if the next leg of the VeVe 500 is actually filmed in the actual VeVeverse, yeah, that would just be insane.
Yeah, with the things that I have seen there that they can build, and definitely it will be insane if he gets to build it. And yeah, if in the first one there was like a skybox or something in there, yeah, it was definitely filmed in the VeVeverse for sure.
No, very cool. Have you spent much time in the VeVeverse at the moment, Michael? Because I know you've got early access at the moment.
I did spend a lot of time at the beginning, and I was building up and all that. Lately, I haven't because I think the biggest part of the VeVeverse is when more people get there, and we can actually hang out and do things together. So right now, it's just me going around building things, and then when they do updates and stuff like that, then things that you put together and you put a room and you put frames and stuff, and they did an update, and some of those disappear, and then you have to go back and fix it again. So it is a process right now. But the best part is going to be when more people are in there. So I spend a lot of time in the beginning. Every now and then I go in there and throw a couple things together and mess around, but not as much, to be honest.
Yeah, got to wait for the masses to come in so you can actually share it with somebody.
Yeah.
Hey Mike, can you clarify something? So with that latest teaser from that video,
Rizzo?
I'm sorry.
From Tales Rizzo, the Batman one?
No.
The Metaverse Life one.
Thank you. I was having a brain fart.
Oh, okay.
You saw that one, right, Michael?
I haven't. No, the new for Metaverse Life. No, I haven't seen it.
Shoot.
Sorry.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I think I can kind of think that the question might have been something along the lines of, judging from what you've seen from that little promo view, do you think quite possibly that could have been filmed in the VeVeverse?
Let's pin this up so we can get some alpha. Hold on.
Yeah, if you can pin it, do it.
Keep in mind though that section I'm talking about can also be built in Unreal Engine.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I know like MDAs and all that sort of stuff. So whether you can or cannot answer, that's totally cool. But I mean, it's just fun to throw a bit of speculation around, just for a bit of a giggle.
Well, okay, but remember, so I sent him a DM a while back after he put out that video, and I asked him, I said, how did you animate the pieces? Because I'm trying to figure it out. Did VeVe give you like the files, or like how did you do it? And he couldn't tell me. He said he didn't have access to the files or anything, but he couldn't tell me how he did it. But if you think about
that's the one.
To the Gothic City trailer, we now know vehicles can go from point A to B. So it could have fully been filmed in the video.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the car, the Echo, whatever you call it, like it kind of swerves. I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's pinned up now. So yeah, if you got a chance to have a look at it, have a look and see what you reckon.
I don't want to get you in trouble, Michael. But...
Yeah, I mean, like I said, obviously, if you can answer, fantastic. If you can't, well, that's cool as well because you totally understand.
Yeah, no, you can create movement to pieces. You can tell them you have to go to point A and B and spin in a rotation, and you can animate things. Not fully like move arms and legs and stuff like that, but you can tell the piece to move from point A to point B and rotate and different things. Especially with the lighting, you can create pretty cool stuff. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, Sven's back. Sven, you made it back, mate.
Yeah, I made it back. I had an urgency, but I'm back. I'm back at it again.
Excellent. That's right. We just in time. We're just talking a bit of VeVeverse speculation, saying the little snippet trailer that Metaverse license just dropped with the VeVe 500, saying there's a bit of speculation and maybe could possibly this be filmed in the VeVeverse.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And the thing is, I watched VeVe 500 back again from 2023, and was a good thing to see Silicon Secure again. Yeah.
Yeah, no, very cool. Yeah, and also the other little speculation. Josh was just saying that there's a scene there where we're around the Rainbow Road where they go into space. They say quite possibly that was filmed in the VeVeverse as well because that could have been a skybox. What do you reckon?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
It's like no comment.
No, I did see some PlayStation 5 video about Jurassic Park, a new game, and they could easily take some environment from a game and then add it on there on that.
What could you explain that? What does that mean?
Yeah, there's so I did see a trailer from a PS5 game, Jurassic Survival, that's coming.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, and if you look at the game, those things that we see in the VeVe app, so like the gate, the dinosaurs, the diplos, the dinosaurs with those things that shake, and the Tyrannosaurus Rex, it's all in the game. So I think they could just use an environment from a video game and add those cars into that environment. So indeed, if you walk in an Unreal 3 game, Unreal 5 game, and you take an environment and save it, maybe you can add the cars in there. Not necessarily the VeVeverse, but another Unreal Engine game.
Wait, that implies that these are interoperable.
Oh, not necessarily interoperable. If they just add it on something, on an environment made in a game, they could just add it on with a video applications.
Okay.
Huh.
Maybe.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and does someone have the fish? Does someone in here have fishes?
I don't have any fish. No. They look cool though.
And collectors, do you have fishes?
No, sir.
Well, I think the most undervalued person in the Web3 gaming is that blockchain. I do have fishes, and it's insane what he makes. Games, it's fun stuff, really fun stuff. You should really get one. It's Web3. You have an NFT, and he gets so much add-ons there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do like the fishes that we got like on the app at the moment. Like they do like look really cool. Like, and they got the fish tanks as well, which is a nice little. That was an airdrop, yeah.
Yeah. But every now and then he on his like OpenSea, if you have some fishes, every now and then he does an event. So on February last year, he did a fishes event where you could have like you could make your fish communicate with each other, with other fish holders, And if you made the right combinations, like a banana or a chocolate stick, or a chocolate stick banana, or some emoticons, and you made the right combinations, it would match your fish. And if you have a match, you could win a mini fish. So it was really cool. Last Christmas, he had a thing where you could mine coal. If you mine a lot of coal, you could win the contest. And it's really, really insane how he thinks these things out. Really good. I have more utility on fish than anything else. Yeah, very good thing to do every now and then, and it gives a lot of fun and extras. Even I had some fish that died 2 years ago, and he was like looking if people would get feelings when they lose their NFTs or their NFTs die. And actually, there were people that were very sad about it. So it's very creative. Yeah, he just wanted to see whether if you have an NFT like a fish and you lose it, will you get emotional because of if you lose it? And people were really sad about that.
That's it. Or would you just flush it down a virtual toilet and say bye?
Well, it went to the underworld, and then you had a fish tank in the underworld. And then after a while, they if you did something in group, made some kind of tool, all the fishes came back to life. So really interesting.
Oh, cool. That sounds like a really interesting mechanics to it.
Yeah, and he's even able to make like add-ons to your fish. So now he got like made a lot of mustaches, brains, extra fins. And you can add those things onto your fish. So if you add those things on your fish, you see your fish swimming in your tank with those add-ons. So really amazing. Really, really cool. I think they have a good person in there because they have communication between VeVe and Brock. There's a lot of communication, I think. And they see what he is doing. And they'll probably implement those things too in their VeVeverse.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Mm.
Sorry,
Right.
I just want to do a quick. There's that feedback again. I just want to do a quick shout out to Death Bunny. Death Bunny's just posted in the chat here the video for the VeVe 500 that Josh was talking about with the Rainbow Road. So if someone's able to pin that to the chat, we can do that, or you can see it like in the comments little bit here. So yeah, if you're interested in looking at that, that's available now. So I just want to say thank you very much, Death Bunny, for that. Appreciate it, mate.
Yeah. Hang on. I take that because it's not a guideline.
So I did watch a video, and even though I am not at that level of creativity and putting things like that together, I don't see why it couldn't be done in the VeVeverse, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh, you can absolutely do it in the VeVeverse. It's just I don't think it's a skybox because when they're driving through, you can see all like the little particles that are actually moving with the like the camera's moving through the particles. That won't happen.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of I don't know that much. What's skybox mean?
So skybox is it's like a 360 photo. So you can look up, down, right, left, anywhere you look. It's and then what you can do is you can upload different skyboxes into your world to change like the atmosphere and environment at the click of a button. So you can do a forest skybox, and you're surrounded, or in the middle of the forest. You can be in the middle of a desert. You could be up in the middle of the sky. It could be whatever you want.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, there's also
skybox in gaming.
Yeah, they're extremely fun to use in the VeVeverse because you can completely change the whole environment around you, space, or whatever you want to add to that. The skyboxes are amazing. Yes. Yeah. So I don't see why it couldn't be built in there. Yes.
This all comes down to how much time and patience you've got.
Correct.
Yeah. Nice one. Also, as well, before I forget, Michael, I need to give you a big congratulations because I believe you recently just purchased a VeVe lamp.
Yes, I did get one from. There was an auction this week. Biscuits, you had it on One Knot.
That's the one, yeah.
Yes. Yes, I did get it. I did get it. Very excited about that, guys. Yeah,
It's a very cool
I have been
deal.
hunting it for a while. I have been waiting for somebody to put it. I tried to buy it on private, and she's like, "No, I got a bunch of those messages. People wanted it, and I thought there would be more people there trying to get it, but they weren't. So I'm extremely happy with the price that I got it for because I was willing to go for more than that. So that was good. That was good. I really wanted to have that piece of baby history. Yeah.
Excellent.
Why'd she sell it?
That's for you, mate. Congratulations. Yeah.
Why did she sell it?
Sorry, what?
Why'd she sell the lamp?
She said that she's trying to buy other stuff. I don't think she's as much in VeVe, and she used to. She sold her whole collection in VeVe and stuff. So, yeah, I don't think she's part of it as much as she used to be anymore. So,
yeah, just reprioritizing other things in life, I guess.
Yeah, correct, yeah, and that's okay with me. I'm perfectly happy with that.
Yeah, I see. You're just like, if you're selling it for the price, I'll have it.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, especially because she took care of it really nicely. Like she had the car with the original signature from David, and then there is a couple of acrylic, translucent, transparent VeVe logos. There is a few things in there that are the original box. I mean, the whole thing is there, so it's pretty cool.
Nice. So have you picked up? Collecting wise, have you picked up anything else lately? Like, did you go for the Betty Boop drop today?
No, I honestly have been waiting to complete sets a week or so after the drops happen because I want to complete the whole set, and in my whole 2 years in VeVe, I have gotten like 1 or 2 secret rares. It's not my luck. So right now, if I just wait a week or two for the price of buying every piece I can complete, like this week, I just completed today the Marvel Mighties for last week, and I just paid the original price as if I would have bought it from store, each one. So I just wait around and complete sets. So even though I really like Betty Boot, I'm just gonna wait a little bit to get it. I have been actually in VeVe. I haven't been as heavy as I used to. I'm waiting a little bit and see if something happens with NCP or stuff like that. So I'm just buying things that I really like. But I have been turning more into physicals. Like I'm really collecting physical stuff right now. So building my comic collection and physicals and some statues and toys. Yeah. So I'm working on that now more than in VeVe.
So is there anything in particular that you're sort of targeting at the moment, like certain comic book artists or characters or anything like that, or just anything and everything?
Yeah, anything and everything that I have one of the largest comic book stores in the world. I have it here in Colorado. It's the My Heil Comic. So I get lost when I go there every now and then, but I have a lot of people in here that I have developed a good relationship now with multiple comic book stores. Nice. So I go and I visit it once or twice a week whenever I get a chance. I go there, and I'm really enjoying that. I've been working in rebuilding my basement, so I am trying to turn it into a good gaming room, collectible room / my kids' Lego stuff too. So it is. I'm building a room, so I'm trying to get everything the way I want it. So, yep.
Very cool.
Mostly physicals right now. Mostly physicals. I actually, I don't know if you guys are following them, but when the Iron Man Funko Pop came to VeVe, there was a couple YouTubers that they do Funko Pops, and they were talking a lot about it. And I went to see it, and I kept following after done the Gasol Cast.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, so they have a
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so they have a line of toys called the Mischief Toys, and they have Ghastly and Gargoyles and stuff like that. So I have been collecting their stuff, the physical stuff. They are extremely hard to get, and the first run is extremely expensive. It's over $1,000 now to get it.
Oh wow!
So yes, so I'm waiting for the right time to be able to get that first piece. It's one of the few that I'm missing, but yeah, I've been collecting their stuff too. It's pretty cool.
Very cool. So what about you, Josh or Richard or Sven? You guys been buying any physical things at all lately, or been picking up anything?
Shout out to Hinano, and I don't know, I've just been very lucky on his streams. I keep on winning stuff. So I've gotten a few comics, but that's about it. I'm downsizing pretty soon, so I'm just focusing on digital.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm the same. Like, no, I try and like focus more digital on anything like no, because I got my two kids that like to tear things apart if they get their hands on them. Like I've got three Funko Pops on a very, very high shelf that my kids are not allowed to touch because I bought my kids their own Funko Pops and they just tore them straight out of the boxes to bits.
Yeah, incredible. Like the funny thing for me is like I grew up in Cuba collecting. I lost most of my collection when I moved to the US, and I'm like, I'm never collecting stuff again. Then I started collecting in VeVe. Digital is like I'm never losing this stuff because it's digital. I can keep track of everything. I'm never losing anything.
Exactly.
Taking whatever I want, and then slowly that physical started creeping back in and creeping back in, and
yeah. I know. I was exactly the same when I first moved to England from Australia. I mean, like I had a massive toy collection, comic books. I had Lego. I had all sorts of cool stuff. But unfortunately, I had to sell a good chunk of it so I could come over here. And I still got a whole heap of comic books and toys and stuff sitting in a box in my parents' house. So I'm still trying to work out what to do with it because to get it over here is going to cost me an arm and a leg, and it can't stay there forever. So.
Yeah, that's the beauty of digital, right? That's
exactly.
The beauty of digital. You take it wherever, and it's always with you. But my stock is really big in VeVe. I'm over 10,000 collectibles total, so I'm happy with the stuff that I have in there. When new things come along, I get them. There is a couple stacks that I am always buying, like Gwen Stacy comics and stuff like that. That I'm stacking those, but mostly I'm in a good spot there, so I don't really want to keep building too much over there because I'm waiting for something to happen, but NCP or something else. But yeah, I'm waiting on, and I'm in all these other projects too, like HRO with cars and Tom of Fallen, and I didn't get into I did Cryptoys, but I didn't get into Pinnacle because I wasn't invited at the very beginning. So I'm holding off on that, and I'm probably gonna wait for a marketplace to be able to join that. But I'm in multiple. And OpenSea, I buy stuff. So yeah, there is multiple areas to be collecting right now.
Yeah, but say that's kind of the problem now, isn't it? Like we're sort of spoiled for choice. We've got all these different platforms all over the shop. But yeah, so let's say like we've got what we've got now. We've got Cryptoys, we've got McFarlane, we've got Pinnacle, we've got also
Candy.
Got Candy, Candy's getting pretty popular now. We've also got Flip Play as well. It's getting quite popular. I know the Superstars are sort of supporting that one as well. And I've also should probably chuck this out there as well. I also will be doing a giveaway with our Flip Play hashtag soon as well. As soon as I work out how to the logistics of it. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen, because there will be a giveaway coming somewhere in the future for that.
Oh, I haven't done that one. I don't know what the Flip Play is.
No, I mean, I've only recently just sort of learned about it myself, like watching from the Superstars covering it. But they're like another digital platform that they've got licenses geared more towards, I think, kids and stuff like that. Because I think they've got Baby Shark. Let me just do a quick.
Yeah, they're coming out with Bratz, which is a huge IP.
That's the one.
And I'm on Android, and unfortunately, just like Pinnacle, we're left out right now.
Yeah.
Same.
But I think their stick is what is it? Flick Play. That they're supposed to have one of the best, if not the best, AR experience. And then their goal, they keep on saying they want to be like the premier NFT market or place or something like that. So sounds like they have some big plans with some big IP in the future. And so I'm keeping an eye on them.
They're part of Disney's accelerator program.
That's true, yeah.
All right, I'll have to do some digging into that one. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, look it up. I mean, like Richard said, they're purely just on Android, not Android, iOS at the moment. So you can only get it if you've got an Apple. But I'm hoping they do eventually come to Android because the app is apparently where all the action is. But they do have a web app and you can sign up to it. But yeah, right now I'm on there now and they've got they've got a mystery box for Baby Shark. They've also, I believe, they've got their own product as well. They've got a Barley Bear, which is looks kind of cool.
I pinned something to the nest, Michael.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay,
right.
sweet.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a look. Yeah. The thing, like joining and going through multiple spaces, like, man, if I wish I could combine stuff and be like, this is the company that I want. Like, I want burning from HRO and leaderboards and completing sets and rewards like that. I want IP like VeVe has. I want be able to move things around like Tom McFarlane into OpenSea. Like, man, it's a little bit in everyone, but there is no one that has like a fully grasped the whole thing together.
No, that's true. Like, it seems like, like different areas of, like, especially like one big massive pie, but it's like all these different little slices that offers something different and unique, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, guys, I got it home. I have to cook, but great talking to you. I'll probably keep listening in the background, and great conversation, guys. I never joined in a weekend, so this was awesome. You do an amazing job, boss man. Thank you. Every Wednesday, I'm trying to be there, but you guys, we miss Dino here, man. The guy's amazing. I know he has done a job. Congrats if he ever listens, and Hinano. I mean, you guys are always here, and the conversation in here is always so nice and very safe environment, like you always said. So thank you for these spaces, man. I really appreciate them.
Yeah, no worries, man. I think thank you. Like, thank you for taking the time to come and speak with us. And like I always say, I mean, like it's you guys, the listeners, that make these spaces what they are, and that's what it's all about. Like, just providing a nice safe space where we can geek out, talk fandom, talk Marvel, Disney, say whatever you want to talk about. But we got CB up to the stage. CB, it's been a while since we've had you in here, mate. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thought I'd come up and say what's up, but yeah, it has been a second. How's everyone been?
Yeah, been going good, mate. So we just had a bit of a conversation about what we've been talking about. We're talking about the Omi Token, VeVeverse, VeVe drops. All different types of collecting, really. So what's been happening with you? How's your journey been?
Fun as hell, Sitting here on the market right now after some sniping today. And
nice.
Yeah, I mean, with crypto doing what it's doing, it's presenting some interesting opportunities. Oh shit! Hey, Michael, I'm getting a major feedback.
We're getting that feedback as well.
Michael, if you can mute.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. So yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of foot traffic right now on VeVe, or at least on the secondary.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Okay, still the feedback in there?
It won't be feedback. I just won't talk when the mic's on. But yeah, major feedback.
Yeah, I just want to say something really quick before I go, because I have never been in a space when CV's at. Man, CV, I'm in every conversation, and I'm a big fan of you, man. When you're in spaces and when you're talking, I always listen. Your collection is impressive. The way you handle yourself, and pretty smart person, man. I really look up to you and your collection and you in spaces and what you do in VeVe. So I just wanted to say that before I step down.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Michael. Really appreciate that, bud. That's it's nice to be to get that kind of recognition. And the feeling's mutual, my friend, for sure, bud. Thank you for those nice words, man. Yeah.
Also, Sven's got his hand up as well. I think Sven wants to ask a question.
Yes, I wanted to ask CB whether he uses some extra tools to snipe the market.
The only extra tool I use is an Ethernet hardwire when it comes to sniping. And then I use the tool of time. If you put in the time sniping, I'm assuming your question comes from the speed at which I'm able to snipe things. Is that correct?
Yes, but my question was because I lately heard the Spotify or the Mr. V and William Goes Meta recording, and Mr. V told us he uses VeVe Analytics, and he adds one. He can pay for that, and he adds the mints he wants to know, and he gets messages on his phone when his item is on the market. Do you use that?
No, it's funny. Yeah, it's a great question, man. Well, first off, even before I said it, Michael, we got to be in spaces together more frequently, man. I'm surprised that we haven't gotten to chop it up more. Great to see you here, and thanks again for those nice words, man. Really appreciate it. Those tools like all the analytics. I spent a little bit of time about 6 months ago using some of those tools, and then I found that they're very helpful for mint hunting, but what they do is I wound up relying on them more than being on the market, sort of in the trenches itself. And I found that when I took my finger off the pulse of just the regular market movement, I wound up being able to sort of more quickly figure out where a mint was, so I could figure out who to get in touch with and possibly make a deal. But I felt like I was missing opportunities. For instance, someone floored something yesterday that I couldn't believe I was looking at it on the floor.
The 266 Gambit comic, was that it?
No, it was a category that I usually. Well, I'll tell you what it was, but first I'll say that one of the benefits of just keeping my finger on the pulse of kind of most things collectible related, at least because it's just, I can't spread myself out too much with collectibles and comics. So I like to stay on collectibles. Plus the ways that the collectibles are refreshed in terms of the new listings is just much more user friendly than the way comics are refreshed, because when a comic gets refreshed, you don't know what rarity is being refreshed, and you kind of have to go in and spend a second to check all 5 different rarities. But when I'm focused on new listings for collectibles, I like to click on stuff I'm not even particularly stacking or mint hunting actively on, because I'll get surprised. For instance, Back to the Future poster pops up yesterday.
Okay.
The first one. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't see new listings on that very often. And I also know that there are a couple of mints that I've never seen on the market before. And then boom, mint 785 is on the floor as the new listing that I'm looking at. And I blink a couple times and I'm like, hold on a second. So I quickly ask Siri, release date of Back to the Future 1. And she says July 85. And I look back at it and I'm looking at 785 on the floor for 33 gems. And I got it.
Yeah, you're like, I have to have this now.
Right. So that's experiences like that are what tell me that, yes, there are benefits to the extra tools, and the people who use the extra tools, like those, the analytics, wind up locating where stuff is in a more advanced way than I can. But there's something about the hunt of actually walking through the woods, with. I don't know anything about hunting. I'm not a hunter, I'm from the city. So, what do I know about that? But but there's a rush, man. There's a rush to having your finger on the pulse of it and seeing. And plus, as you're hunting, you get a natural sense for what the landscape looks like, where the floors are, where the players are, all that. So it would benefit me to use more tools, but for some reason, man, I don't know. I haven't really taken to them.
You know what?
Yeah, go on, Sam.
Yeah, you know what the problem is with me? I go on the market and then it was like the blue tot, and there was like the mint 2022. And then I'll start thinking, could it be an interesting mint? And then I go on internet, search it, and I think it was the release date of the blue tot. And then I go back on the market and it's gone.
No.
Yeah, that's my experience.
Yeah. You mean, sorry, I just got a call just now, so I missed the last part of what you said. But I'm assuming what you're saying is the time you take to quickly research something or confirm something by the time you get back.
Yeah, it's like boom, gone.
Yep. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, you know, it's
Dave should make like a browser extension, like important mint dates, or a special mints.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, we were saying before. I mean, like, I think it was in one of our previous episodes. Like, what they should do is have kind of like a like they have, like, you know, in the crypto markets and stock markets, and that, like, have like stop losses and like targets and stuff like that. Like, you know, say, like, you know, something comes on for a certain price or something like that, and that you have like an automatic buy or something like that. So
Yeah, but I think that VeVe Analytics helps you with that, and I think the advantage of having a VeVe Analytics tool is if you want to mint, like for Mr. V, it's probably the mints 1, 2, 3, 4. He's really fond of those mints, so he has. For me, I think he has very, very big advantage to pay a bit for the VeVe Analytics, and then when the item is on the market, he immediately goes on, and he's not all the time on his phone. So that's his advantage he has there.
Yeah. But I mean, like, just going back to what CV was saying, though, but he's exactly right. I mean, like, there's nothing more thrilling than, like, you know, the thrill of the chase. So they say, like, it's back in the days, like, you know, when you were, like, you know, going for drops, like, you know, and, like, you know, with the countdown timers, and, like, before the waitlisting was implemented, like, you know, you had like the 3, 2, 1, and then bang, and there's, like, you know, that was that thrill of, like, you know, am I going to get a common? Am I going to get a secret rare? Am I going to miss a drop? Is it going to come up as sold out in like 10 seconds like it used to? You kind of feel like a kind of one way, like, to sort of describe it, as like, feel like, you know, like Craven the Hunter, like hunting Spider-Man or something like that.
Yeah, it's true. Plus, it just keeps you up to date on what mint holders that are trying to sell their mints are either succeeding in or failing in terms of pricing. You know what I mean? So when you're on the market hunting around that much, refreshing on stuff you're not even interested in, just to see what a new listing looks like, in case like a very old account that came out of restriction is liquidating.
Yep.
Shit, man, that'll happen sometimes too. You'll get like a half-hour streak in the evening sometimes of someone who's just liquidating. And when that happens with me and I'm on my Android, I'll scramble, you know, to get my Ethernet hardwire connection. I'll hook it up because I didn't mean to spend, you know, 80 gems on the 6 things that they're liquidating, but they're doing it so below floor that if I want to flip those, you know, I'm not crazy about putting in fiat right now, or ever really, if I can avoid it. So, you know, that could be, and or if it's a user that is in the app and disenchanted with the app and they're liquidating stuff that maybe some significant mints, I guess. So yeah, it's just it keeps you kind of in the field. It's like field work, you know.
Yeah, and it's exciting.
It really is, man. It really is, because sometimes I'll go for a snipe, and they list it. I went for it so quickly as soon as I saw it that if I miss it, I sit back and I think to myself, clever snipers. I wonder who that was. And I'll go to like a mint sniping group chat, and I'll be like, all right, fellas, who was it? And I'll see, you know, some laughing emojis, and someone will pop up and be like, that was me. And I'll be like, oh, you.
This, it's like, you bastard.
Yep.
These guys, you guys are really like specialized in those things. So, but even if you go on the market and you snipe something, would you say I'd sniped something for a listing price that was way too low and I immediately relisted it? Is that a snipe for you, or is a good snipe for you? Just a mint.
Sometimes I'll snipe something that's on the floor that I think might be a mistake, or maybe I think I got in the way of someone making a deal, and I'll hit up the mint chat and I'll be like, hey guys, did I just intercept someone's deal just now? Let me know, because this thing I got is so low that I feel like I got in the way of something just now.
And can you give an example of that?
Yeah, has that happened at all, or often?
I have gotten in the way of one deal that was in progress, where I sniped it, and someone hit me up because they looked in the thing and they saw that I got it, They hit me up and they were like, "Hey, CB, that was a deal that and this was a mint collecting friend of mine." I was like, "Oh, absolutely, let me get it back to you."
Yeah,
but
my
even
bad.
the process of getting it back to them is tricky because there could be a fellow sniper waiting in the wings in the shadows. So if I lift it back at too low a price, that could get sniped. So because without transfers, all of this is risky. Sometimes you have to wait until an obscure time of night, depending on where you live. But I'll give you guys an example. About 6 months ago, I see a Homer and Bart listed, and you don't see right now. I'm seeing a lot of them listed because they had a little pump about 2 weeks ago. So I feel like people are, for whatever reason, I always refresh. I'll always look at the new listing of a Homer and Bart, and I'm sitting there and I press new listing on the Homer and Bart about 6 months ago, and I'm staring at mint number 0089, and I blinked a couple times, and I was like, I can't be looking at that for this. It was like 200 gems for mint number 0089, and the FA date on The Simpsons is 1989. First airing date.
Right.
So I'm looking at it for 200 gems, and the guy who holds the 1989 Bart and Homer has it listed for something ridiculous. He'll never let it go. I know because I've talked to him about it. He holds a skateboard and the Homer and Bart together, matching mint 1989.
Wow.
It's one of the best pairings I've ever seen on the app. So I'm looking at mint number 89, and I'm thinking to myself, "Oh shit, this is there is a premium on this. This is about a 2x of what the Homer and Bart is at the time." And I was like, all right, I think I just got in the way of someone's deal. So I went to the mint chat and I was like, guys, my heart is fucking racing. Oh, sorry, I don't know if you can curse on
That's what we're about. Like I always say, like you be you.
Yeah. I'm like, guys, my knees are weak and my heart is racing right now because I just got the Homer and Bart 89 for 200 gems. Did I get in the way of someone's deal? And thankfully, no one said anything. They were just like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you got that." Da da da. Had I gotten in the way of someone's deal, I feel like there's a lot of honor amongst mint hunters that I know, with the exception of one or two people that have been a big disappointment in terms of their character. I won't say who it is, but for the most part, the mint hunting community is of really high character, where like we respect each other's work so much that if there is a mistake in listing, if someone gets in the way of someone else's deal, we can all kind of count on each other to do the right thing, which is kind of rare when it comes to a crypto adjacent project like this, I think. But yes, so that's an example of something that, and that's, to answer your question, Sven, for me, that's now one of my best mints. I'm not going to let that go for a very long time. Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, congratulations to you, sir. And we got doublequill. Doublequill's come up to speak. How are you, Quill?
Off today, so I can actually speak today.
Oh, fantastic! Well, like I said, it's been a while since you've come up to speak. I'm glad you're able to.
Well, this is a new speaker? Is it coming off all right? I dropped my last microphone in my coffee.
Oh no!
But I was thinking, we've gone so long without an offer and accept button, and there's really no reason why VeVe can't have it, especially for KYC customers. And it's just so much safer than just trying to snipe it off the market.
Your audio is a little muffled. You might want to pull the mic just a little bit away.
Is that better?
But maybe a little bit further. Try a bit more.
Okay, how about now?
It's a bit better. But I mean, like, I completely agree with you. I mean, like, they should have like some, like, offer, like some kind of trade or barter system, like, on the app. I mean, that's what everyone's screaming out for, is like the ability to sort of like trade, because that's part of the whole collecting experience as well. But yeah, it seems like they still have the inability to do that, because like I'm with you, like, you know, like CB was saying, like, you know, it's like risky, like trying to put things back in the market, like, and when you try and do the right thing, and all of a sudden someone's got that opportunity to come and swipe something out from under you, or yeah, so something else happens. But yeah, they definitely need some kind of trade system. We want trades, VeVe. We want trading, we want transfers. Bring it back. Do whatever it is you need to do. Make it happen.
Yeah, plus just even onboarding new people, you know, friends of yours. All you'd have to do is be like, hey, just download this app, and I'm gonna hit you up with some pieces, and then boom, and they go for one drop. You know, they hit something good, and then you have, you know, you have a new adopter.
Exactly. Like when I say, like, for example, like, you know, someone's like listening out there, or you got like I said, a new family member, and they're like interested in the platform. So you come jump on right now, and I'll send you your first comic book to send you on your way.
Yep.
So that's all it takes. And then, like, you know, like they've got that first comic book. One comic book turns into 2, turns into 4, and et cetera, and then the rest is off the races.
People were gifting their friends multiple MC1 commons that their friends then saw pumped to 800. Exactly.
And then next thing you know, everyone's running the door thinking like, whoa, he made 800 off that comic, I can do the same. And then, like, you know, the rest is history.
Right. Then you have that's the only danger, is that you have a lot of people buying in at the very top, and then
exactly.
You become, you know, an unfortunate laughing stock at the next family dinner until the next bull cycle.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're seen as a genius again.
Right.
Even from a promo standpoint, though, for content creators, because I know they're going to be releasing their ambassador program. If a content creator can do a giveaway on their channel for a collectible, right? That's a huge thing as well.
Great point.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and we've seen it done, like, you know, when with the addiction comic. I mean, like, because I got a whole heap of promo codes from was very generously donated by Mondo Ferryman, and that was fairly straightforward. It was basically just scan the QR code and put the promo code in, and bam, you had a comic book. I mean, there's no reason why VeVe couldn't do something similar to that.
Well, they can turn the transfers back on right now. I mean, we all know that. And then they had the little. I know you weren't on the call, Osman, but they had the little hiccup during the awards with MC1.
I did hear whispers of that, saying that there were mentions of something like that. I'm just like, well, I mean, I didn't really have much to say about it. I mean, I suppose, like, when you're in the upper echelons, I mean, like, there are perks, but, you know, I haven't really got much to say on that, but I'm not surprised, to be honest.
Well, I mean, he mentioned it, and within the next minute or two, it was a quick, oh, nope. So I know it is. He probably got a message from VeVe or something. I don't know, but they had the ability to turn it on for sure. So.
Oh yeah. But you know, whatevs. But I'm just hoping they turn it on for the masses, like, you know, for the rest of us plebs.
Yeah. Well, it's a waiting game for a lot of stuff right now. I think honestly, and I know that not a lot of people are going to like hearing this, but I think the community needs to take a step back a little bit here. Just needs to chill out, calm down, let the team do their thing.
Yeah.
I'm obviously frustrated, like a lot of people are, but it's not like they're just sitting around twiddling their thumbs. So.
No, that's it. I'm sure they're there. They're building in the background. Everyone's just getting a bit impatient because there's not much happening, which is understandable. But hopefully we get because, like I said, we've got the event coming up in France coming up in 2 weeks, and hopefully we get a little bit of something out of that to sort of reignite the masses, and we can carry on from there.
To be honest, though, that's another point, though, is that we're leading up to Crypto XR, and the hype's already building from the community. They're like, oh my God, something's gonna happen, and what happens if something doesn't happen?
Exactly, there's an expectation.
Yeah, like the community is gonna be shooting themselves in their own feet, like. It just happens time and time again. So at some point, like, it's never going to happen because there's obviously a lot of people in the picture, but people got to start being a little bit more self-aware.
Be a bit more realistic with expectations type thing.
The
Yeah, go on.
RIP tweets crack me up. I mean, or the RIP VeVe or RIP Omi. I mean, it's collectors gone digital. What do I call you? Collector.
Call him Josh.
Josh. What's up, Josh?
Great.
You're 100% right. You're 100% right. I feel like I've been. This is like I'm on the same exact page. It's nothing is ever the project like this. Nothing is ever going to go at the rate that the most diehard, enthusiasts or the ones that are most down on it because they unfortunately were a bit over leveraged or a lot over leveraged. Nothing is going to line up with how you want it to shake out, how you want it to develop, and supreme patience is necessary with something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I do want to make a point about over leveraged. I don't disagree with what you just said there, because there are people that are over leveraged. There's people that are in the opposite boat as well. That term keeps getting tossed around by some people in the community, and again, I'm not targeting you specifically here. It's been used by multiple people before, and I almost want to talk about this for a sec here because it's being used by people who are like, they're almost acting like they're super professionals. They know exactly what steps they need to be making. They've been complaining for 2 years about the project, but they're still here. When somebody uses the term over leveraged, there's no way for them to actually know that. Like in order for if I'm trying to say that Osman is over leveraged, I got to know how much money's in his bank account. I got to know how much money he's spending on VeVe. I got to know what his income is. I got to know what his profit and loss is. He could have bought a partner statue on drop and sold at an all-time high, right? Like
I wish.
Right? But I mean, like I saw a post the other day being like, "Oh, quit following the people that are over leveraged and this and that." I'm like, it's impossible for you to know that.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah,
you
it's like
can't
how.
know that. So I just want to point that out because people walking around saying that, and again, CB, this isn't to you, but people saying that, but like so confidently that it's correct. It's like, dude, it's like there's no way for you to. You need so much more information for you to actually confirm.
That's a great point. That's a very and that's a very nuanced point too, because the term over leverage is an abstract term, and it applies to people in very different ways. When I use it, I'm usually saying emotionally over leveraged for a whole host of reasons. Emotionally over leveraged in that they have a hard time organizing or identifying their emotions based on decisions they made that left them in a place where where there's a lot of finger pointing in every direction except for themselves in terms of the decisions they made. That's sort of more what I mean, and it's interesting. I'm glad that you said that, Josh, because I've never really forced myself to define it in that kind of a blanketed way.
No, I'm glad you said that because I don't disagree with what you just said there. They're like the exact, and I'm not going to name the person of who I have in my head here, but the exact person who put that post out talking about how you shouldn't follow people who are quote unquote over leveraged is exactly what you just said. They're emotionally attached. Like they're thinking too emotionally as opposed to logically. And it's like there's a lot of people who will, or I shouldn't say a lot. So part of my language here. There's some people in the community who have stuck around for a couple of years at this point and keep saying these things. But it's like, come on, if you claim to be, the professional that you are, and you're trying to come across as smart as you are, then why don't you move on to another project and do exactly what you said you would have done with Omi with that other project and become successful that way, right? Like it's like you gotta be able to filter it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, like there are people in the community that basically just do nothing but FUD. I mean, you have to ask yourself, well, clearly you must have still something invested in this project and company because you're spending all this energy and time fudding about the company. It's like, why don't you, like you just said, why don't you just shut up shop, take your losses, and go do something else?
Yeah. Well, shout out to Rolex because I saw a post from him the other week about how he made a quick, I don't know what the exact number was, 60, 70 grand, just like that. And it's like, And he's involved in
Nice.
VeVe. It's like, there's just a lot of people, and I used the term in one of my videos the other week. There's a lot of people who are acting like children who ate all their veggies but never got their popsicles afterwards.
I think also,
That's brilliant.
Yeah. In terms of when I use over leverage, I'm more talking about someone who, in the largest sense of the phrase, put more in than they could afford to lose. Either afford to lose emotionally or literally afford to lose. And that does cover a lot of different types of collectors or investors that are now in a position where emotionally they have a very difficult time reconciling with their decisions, or literally in terms of capital put in, they have a very difficult time reckoning with those decisions. And usually, usually you can kind of sense. What's fascinating is that you have people that have put a lot of fiat in, but are experienced collectors or investors that are not looking at what their gains or losses would be right now at this point in time, because their time horizon for collecting was always so extended in their imagination that they aren't sweating at all where things are right now. They're not over leveraged because, in fact, some of the biggest absolute beast collectors have during the bear were continuing to absolutely inhale comics and collectibles in line with their original game plan. Those are not over leveraged people. Those are people who have a lot of faith in something that they have thought long and hard about and have made certain concrete decisions on. I totally respect those points of view. Just a lot of different ways to skin this cat,
Also, do you think as well, might be people's time, unrealistic time horizons? Like a lot of people sort of got into it, with the expectation of like in the crypto markets of getting rich overnight, whereas collecting does not work like that at all. Take Amazing Fantasy number 15, first appearance of Spider-Man, for example. I mean, that came out in 1962, I believe, somewhere around there. And that's book is now worth what was the last price of it? Somewhere around $3-4 million or something like that in the real world. But it's how long did it take for it to actually get to that point? So sorry, Josh, you got your hand up, mate?
I think it's a mix, though. I think it's a mix of inexperienced / uneducated investors, right? Who found out about VeVe because of the altcoin and wanted to make a quick buck during the bull or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then there's also the percentage of people who got in. Well, it's really everybody who got in early, but there's a percentage of people who got in because of the roadmap back then with the token, right? So
that's right.
Yeah. And then that's changed over time. So I think it just goes back to the point that I said earlier in the live stream here. It's just the token at the end of the day ultimately doesn't actually have a business model. They've released the OUP. You can look at it. It can change tomorrow. Stuff has in the past multiple times. Yeah. It's a lot easier to read the business on the VeVe side because of what they've built, and there's just more moving parts already. But on the Omi side, if you're involved in the token, if you're still invested in it, it's because I would like to think it's because you believe in the team or company in some way, shape, or form, but there's no roadmap that you can look at and go, this is where the token's going to be at X years from now.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, sorry, Sven's got his hand up.
Yes, for me, I think the word over leveraged is sometimes it's not the right word. I think just people that are in the community and buy their things just want to keep it at their value. They want to keep the value at the same point. They don't want to see their things crashing all the time. And I just think those people are really, really VeVe lovers, and they really, really like VeVe, and they want VeVe to do well. But those people that could say to their friends, look at this app, look at what I bought in the market, and now it's 2 times the price, or it's a really good app, nice NFTs. It's getting difficult to onboard other users now. And I think people that are funding now are not only over leveraged, but are truly VeVe fans and truly care about the project and just wanted to do better. Look, within 2 weeks we have the Crypto XR event, and I know we should not expect something from VeVe, but come on, if you go to a crypto event, you should at least announce something. Would that not be normal to announce something there? I think there should be some expectations too there.
I wouldn't say normal. I get how people would want that, but if you also just look at the experience with them going to other events like DCon and Comic-Con, yes, they've made large announcements at some of those, but not all of them. And there's been other DCons where they've just gone with some of their licensors and just represented the company like they should. And to be honest, that's what it sounds like this Crypto XR is going to be, because the Crypto XR was not something that they had scheduled. It was something that was brought up to them, and they actually just said, "Hey, yeah, we'll get a booth relatively last minute." And then David and Dan have been working to try and get licensors and artists and stuff like that on board to help sponsor the event, right? It's something like 50 different tokens or brands are going to have booths, but I don't think that there's going to be some super large announcement at an event that they never planned on going to begin with, you know?
And I agree on that, but it's like the crypto event, and then I was wondering, would Foster Hilt, the community manager for Omi, be there? But I already noticed he isn't coming to that event.
Are you talking about Foster?
Yes, sorry, Foster.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, very interesting.
What I kind of appreciate about the way VeVe responds to or doesn't respond to different events is that VeVe doesn't contour itself, or David and Dan don't contour VeVe around events. If they have something that winds up lining up with an event that they can announce, they announce it. But from what I can see in the past couple of years, David and Dan are really on their own thing. That they're not sort of scrambling and ingratiating themselves to different events or in the hopes to build up the community by another 400 or 500 users. In my opinion, that's a very good sign. That's a good sign that they have their horse blinders on for what it is that they're developing, the drop schedule that they continue to churn out. And that's, I don't know. I might get a little nervous if I felt like at every event, David and Dan were thinking, "Oh, okay, this is an opportunity for us to do something here to pull us out of whatever rut the community thinks we're in."
Yeah.
I think what's interesting to think about is I don't think that any of the stuff that we're going through is unusual, but at the same time, I don't think that it's avoidable either. Because if you really think about like a startup that's doing what VeVe's doing, if you hear about another startup, right, tomorrow that's doing what they're doing, that announces Marvel, Disney, and Star Wars, are you going to go check them out? Probably, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't avoid massive growth when you announce those large companies, right? It's just the team wasn't ready for any of that. But all the stuff that we're going through right now is not unusual. It's just whether or not the community has the stomach for it or not.
Dude, I am on this. I've been on that page I've been on that same wavelength for 2 years, and there's a part of me that just, it just baffles me as to how there can be an uproar about certain things when, if you look at how big they were when they began and how they've navigated the bear market, the crypto bear, as successfully as they have, changing up changing up mint sizes on drops, keeping the drops coming, keeping interest up. As the foot traffic was diminishing more and more to sometimes scary low levels where drops that should sell out aren't even coming close to selling out. You know, you look at Recur, you look at a bunch of others that just couldn't hang in the bear. And then you look at VeVe and you're like, all right, they've done a pretty good job keeping afloat, you know, during this time. And also not only that, but keeping the committed and devoted community excited about things all throughout.
Yeah, definitely. Do pose a good point. Like, you know, like they've survived the bear market. They're still here. They're still chugging along. And yeah, like I said, they're still dropping collectibles, still dropping comics. And yeah, I think as long as, I mean, obviously it's not as fast as everyone likes, but as long as they keep moving in the right direction, I mean, even baby steps still get you somewhere. And yeah, I think, like, you know, given enough time, VeVe they will get there. It's just gonna be a long painful road. But just want to do a quick shout out to a Notorious Bastard. I love that name. Just put this in the chat here, saying they are doing something big, and I would assume that this was David's final listing close, launching something with special guests at crypto conference, maybe. And also that's right. Menamona's also got the her talk coming up soon with VeVe and Cryptoys and can't remember that one now. Was it Pudgy Penguins? Was that the third one?
Pudgy. That's going to be a very interesting conversation.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. But just give you guys a bit of fair warning. It is coming up on 10:30 at night here in the UK, and I do have to start wrapping up the space very, very shortly. But I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been listening in and sticking with us through this whole episode. It's been really a diverse talk this time around. We've had lots of talk about the Omi token, about the future of VeVe, what they're doing right, what they're not doing right. A little bit of collecting news, a bit of VeVe drops, a bit about Betty Boop, and a few other bits and pieces here and there. It's been a really, really diverse conversation, and yeah, been really good. And I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who's been speaking. Big thank you to CB, Josh, Sven, DoubleQuill, MichaelCampa, and everyone else who's come out. And I just also a big thank you to everyone who's been listening. I have seen everyone listening in the background. I see the likes of Jay Green, Neo Blue, Casual, VeVe NFTC, Big Grand. I'll see Weisman. I've seen listening in the background. Weisman, you and me have to catch up at some point, mate. We keep trying, but we keep missing each other. But we will make it happen. Batman Who Loves, Nos, say Fried Labbits. There, just and everyone else listening there. Like, no, I do appreciate everyone listening and taking the time out of their busy days to come and chill with us. Like I said before, it's you guys, the listeners, who make these spaces what they are. But before I start wrapping up, I just want to open up the stage for the last couple of minutes. If there is anybody who's been listening out there in the background and wants to come up and say hi or say a few words, or just wants to chime in very quickly with the conversation, please feel free to do so. Like I said, these spaces are safe spaces, and yeah. Oh, here we go. Who have we got? Oh, of course, we got the Real Uncommon Podcast. So who have we got? Is it Hinano or is it D? I can never tell because you're always in disguise.
It is me today.
It is D. How are you, D?
But it's also me as well.
Oh, it's both.
Hey, hey, Osman, Josh,
how we going?
Quill, CB, Sven. Good morning to you all.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, just wanted to come up real quick and say thanks for the space. We're doing some stuff at home, so that's why we couldn't really come up and speak. But yeah, great space as always. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. Good to see everyone speaking.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for dropping in. So I'm sure we'll get an opportunity to talk more in the future. We've got lots of coming. Actually, I should probably do a quick shout out as well to the VeVe Collective. We've also got our next live stream in the works as well. We're sort of aiming for the 28th, so stay tuned for that because we had our Christmas special a little while ago. And there was loads of fun and a massive success. So there'll be more coming to that shortly. We do also have someone else is just trying to come up. We've run out of spaces. Oh, Nos. Nice. How are you, mate? It says it's been a while since you've dropped in.
Yeah. What's up, Oz? What's up, CB, NanoD, Josh, doublequill, Sven, everyone down there? Yeah. Maybe about October, November.
Yeah.
My wife put a lock on my phone, so when I get home at 7 p.m., my phone completely locks down. So from 7 p.m. to 9:30, it's all family time, cooking time, just spending time with the family. So I have not been in any of those spaces. But
nice. I suppose that is good problems to have. I guess.
Yeah, it was something good. It was a compromise between me and my wife. So
yeah.
It's all about a game of compromises, at this point.
Mm.
But it's been good.
No, good. Actually, I was going to ask you because the last I spoke to you, you had a little one on the way. So it has
February.
February's the due date. Awesome. Nearly there.
Yeah, so a couple of weeks away. Next week I pick up my grandmother. My mother-in-law at the airport. She'll be with us for the next 3 months. So it's a good time. Work's been really good. Staying busy.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I'm excited to have some liquidity, to have some fun on VeVe and everything else. For sure.
Excellent, mate. Well, the way the market's been going lately, you'll be able to pick up loads of stuff at cheap prices. Oh, fantastic.
You have a good weekend, brother. Thanks for having the space.
No worries. I'll say thanks for dropping in.
Great for seeing us.
All right, guys. Well, if anyone else had did anyone else have anything else that they wanted to add or leave us with before we start wrapping things up?
Yeah, thanks for the space as always. I just tossed in the comment section if everyone can just vote for number 1 on the L Mountain X poll, I'd really appreciate it. But other than that, awesome space, and have a good rest of your night.
No worries. Again, thank you, Josh, for coming up and speaking, mate. We've had a really, really in-depth discussion about all sorts of different topics tonight, and for anybody who's just jumped in and missed some of it, you will eventually be able to find the replay on the VeVe Collective's YouTube channel, which you can find on YouTube and in the X Spaces as well. Also, as well, if you're wondering what is this mysterious VeVe Collective word I keep throwing around all the time, it's basically just a collectors group that one of us just wanted to come together to provide a safe space where we could basically just geek out and talk about collecting, physical, digital, say VeVe, cryptoys, say McFarlane, whatever you're into. We just wanted an outlet to sort of express ourselves because we might struggle doing that out in the real world like I do, like myself. And for anyone who's interested in getting involved with the VeVe Collective and want to know a bit more about what we do have a Discord, but we also have recently just started an X group chat. So if you're interested in getting involved with that, just send us a DM and I'll get you involved with that. I do also do a quick apology to doublequill as well. So when I added doublequill to the group chat, just sort of got bombarded with notifications. So I do apologize for that, and I'm hoping you will come back because I think there is a way you can sort of turn the notifications off. But if not, totally cool as well. So yeah, that's out there as well. And yeah, like I said before, we've all got our VeVe live coming up somewhere on the 28th. So stay tuned for that. And then yeah, that's basically what a little bit there. So yeah, if there was nothing else anybody wanted to leave us with, I'll start closing things up.
Thanks for the space, bud. Great combo.
Yeah, thanks, Stevie. Thanks for dropping in, mate. And you're always welcome to drop in if you ever have the time to do so.
But by the way, thank you to Richard because I know he stepped down, but he's down there as well.
Yes, yeah. Thank you, Richard. Always a pleasure having you in the space, mate. And yeah, okay. Well, in that case, I'll start wrapping things up. So yeah, just again, like I want to say, big thank you to our speakers, CB, Josh, Collectors Gone Digital, doublequill, Sven, MichaelCampa, and Richard as well. And anyone else I may have possibly missed. Big thank you to all our listeners who have taken the time out of your busy days to come and chill with us in the space. Hope you've enjoyed the conversation and yeah, just appreciate you coming and listening in. And like I said, yeah, this will be available on the VeVe Collective's YouTube channel. Give us a like, a comment, a follow, subscribe. And I'll just do a very, very quick shout out to some of our VeVe Collective members as well, because we've all got our individual projects. But when we come together, we're like the Avengers and we can just do all sorts of incredible things. And some of our members, I'll give them a quick acknowledgement here, is the Real Uncommon Podcast with Hinano and D. We've got Mike Collectables, K Collections with KC, Evolve Collects, AO. We've got Josh, Collectors Gone Digital, so formerly of VeVe Investments. Like we said before, give him a vote on his on the L1X merch that he's going for. I personally like the first one; looks pretty cool. Big shout out to Doublequill and Chris Severs for their blogs on Medium. Really fantastic read, and also Doublquill's just dropped her latest one as well. If you haven't seen it already, which is Adventures in VeVe number 39 about comic book collecting. Really fun and entertaining read as always. Big shout out to VeVe Arcade, who does his show every Sunday and does his Kid Arcade and NFT Light Parade collection. Amazing artist and fantastic member of the community. Dr. Strange, all things strange, with his Stack and Slack videos. Really fun, informative content. If you're ever looking to if you want to pick up something in the market or not. Biggest Bro as well. He also does a bit of live streaming from time to time with the bare minimum. We've got our Shawnee Poo with Shawnee Poo Tube. Informant BEMO with Skin and Bones, and also do our regular drop videos covering the comic drops and collectible drops. And also a big shout out to Mr. Falcon as well, who does watching films on the toilet, which is his podcast on Spotify. He does with his co-host Eamon, which does film reviews. And also he's just started doing little tutorials about how to build stuff in the vault as well, which is very, very cool. And also, yeah, another really fun guy, another member of the community. I've actually had the pleasure of meeting in real life. Really, really cool dude. And last one, and certainly not least, one for myself, Mr. Osmond Collect 63, which I have my own YouTube channel, which is just very, very new and upcoming. And on that, I do a Relax and Read, which is done every Friday. And Relax and Read is basically where I take a comic book on VeVe and I do a live reading of it. The last reading I did was Spider-Man number 7, which is the first appearance of Spider-Boy. And that was a really, really good reading. Really fun, very short. So yeah, check that out on the Osmond Collect 63 YouTube channel. Give us a like, follow, subscribe, give us support. And yeah, looking to do a few different things with that channel as well. And on that note, guys, that's it for me. Enough rambling from me. I've been your host, Osmond Collect 63. This has been VeVe Weekends, episode 18, brought to you by the VeVe Collective. And yeah, hopefully take care, everyone. Have a good one, and hopefully I will talk more with you soon, maybe on Wednesday for VeVe Wednesdays. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and talk more soon.